I want to talk to you about fluency in Spanish. And you know what? Learning Spanish isn't actually about being perfect. Time and time again, students tell me that they are stuck with the analysis paralysis, right? And learning Spanish isn't about being perfect. It's not about being able to roll your R's like a native on the first day. It's about something cooler. It's about unlocking this kind of superpower that connects you to, let's say, over 500 million people across the planet. And right now, like many people that start learning another language, you might be scared to speak. You might think, well, what if I sound silly? What if I mess up? But here's the secret that most native speakers won't tell you. And it's that they don't care. They just don't care. In fact, just by even trying to speak their language, even if it's badly, you're doing something that the majority of English speakers don't do when they go abroad. And you'll see that when you try to speak to them in Spanish, even if it's broken with a thick accent, they will lighten up. And that's because you're showing respect. Respect for their culture, respect for their language. And in fact, you're actually building a bridge. Let's talk about Spanish, eh? I already told you there are 500 million speakers of the language. Spanish is everywhere. It is. It's in the music that makes you dance. It's in the countries that you like to visit, in the beaches you like to wander on. It's in the movies that make you cry. Spanish is spoken, I believe, in 21 different countries. I actually started learning Spanish not in Spain, but in Colombia. Each of those different 21 Spanish-speaking countries possesses its own charm, its own flair, its own version of the language. Don't get me wrong, Spanish is Spanish, and regardless of where you learn it, you can use it in any of those other 21 countries. But here's what makes Spanish truly unique. It's a generous language. Unlike some languages that hide their meanings, Spanish says more or less what it means. I'll give you an example. Rascacielos. That means skyscraper. Literally, scrape skies. It's very intuitive, I would say. It's like the Spanish language is literally begging for you to learn it. It's phonetic, it's intuitive, and I know it has genders, which we don't have in English. You have to conjugate verbs, which we don't have to do in English, but it really is a simple language, especially if you compare it to, say, other Romance languages such as French or Italian. Imagine this. I've got a nice little analogy. Every single word you learn is like adding a pixel to a massive, beautiful picture, if you will. Hear me out. At first, it's blurry and you can't make sense of it. You catch a word here, a phrase there, it's not making too much sense altogether. But then one day, and this day will come if you put your mind to it, you'll be watching a show or listening to a conversation, and suddenly you're not reading the subtitles anymore. You're not pulling your hair out trying to understand everything. You're just understanding, you know? And that moment, when it comes, it's magical. It's euphoric. I've been there myself. And yeah, nothing compares to it. So, Spanish is about celebrating the small wins, the little victories, okay? That's how you keep going. So I want you to forget about being fluent. That's too big. It's too far away. It's too scary. You're gonna lose motivation otherwise. Instead, think about today. Can you learn 5 words today? Can you just say, ¿Cómo estás? To somebody random. Or even if you just find a new Spanish song, there are plenty out there for all different tastes and desires. Just listen to one Spanish song and try to catch a single word in the lyrics. Because when you do that, here's what happens. Those tiny wins, guys, they stack up. 5 words today, 5 more tomorrow. Have you ever heard the expression, look after the pennies and the pounds take care of themselves? If you're learning 5 words a day, that's in a month, what we're talking here. 150 words. In a year, you'll be having conversations, real conversations. Some days, and this is coming from personal experience, by the way, I've been learning Spanish for 10 years, and some days you're going to feel like a genius. You're going to feel like you're going to feel like the gangster of learning Spanish, huh? And some days you're going to get the word, and other days not so much, huh? You might get words mixed up. They might not come to your head when you need them to. Or if you're like me, you'll mix the word embarazada and avergonzada. Embarazada, it sounds like embarrassed, right? But it means actually in Spanish to be pregnant. The emotions that mistake made me feel made sure I never made that mistake again. And that's another point, by the way. Listen to how your body responds to mistakes in Spanish. Because extreme emotional responses result in quick learning experiences. That's actually the best part. Those mistakes, those are your best teachers. They're the stories you'll laugh about, maybe not so much at the time, but later down the road. So, guys, your challenge, it starts now. And here's my challenge to you. Stop waiting to be ready. Stop it. You'll never feel ready if that's the case. Start messy, okay? That applies to anything in life, whether you're starting a business, whether you're whether you're changing careers, whether you want to learn a language. The beginning is always going to be messy. We like to sort of sterilize things in our mind. That's not the way it works. I wish it were. Start scared. Start with the small things like hola. If that's all you got, use it. Talk to yourself in Spanish whilst you're getting ready in the morning, whilst you're making breakfast, or perhaps when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. That's what I did from day one, eh? Honestly, I would do a lesson on Duolingo and try to incorporate everything I'd learned, which wasn't much, in the mirror when I was talking to myself. Good times. But even like labeling things in your house with sticky notes, that can help. One thing I did was I immediately started watching short movies and series on YouTube, not even on Netflix. They're usually quite old movies, vintage. They're the best ones, by the way. Yeah, make mistakes in the mirror when nobody's watching. Relish those mistakes because they are absolutely essential for your learning journey. Every single person that you know who speaks Spanish fluently, their progress, their fluency is built on a massive mountain of mistakes. Don't think you're going to get here without making 1,000,001 mistakes. Yeah, the only difference between someone like, myself and someone that gives up is that I actually relish the mistakes. I'm not afraid of them. And they certainly don't cause me to give up. You're not just learning a language. You're becoming someone who can walk into a room, wherever it may be, in Madrid or Mexico City, Medellin or Miami, Malaga, where I am right now. You're becoming someone who can understand the jokes, feel the poetry, and connect with hearts in a very new and profound way. It's like you're building a new identity. So my plea with you, my challenge is to stop watching videos about learning Spanish and actually start speaking it. Whether it's by yourself, with somebody you trust, with the person who serves you coffee whilst you're abroad, whoever, I don't care. Your future self, the one ordering food in Barcelona, making friends in Buenos Aires, wherever it may be, or just vibing to Bad Bunny because I know he's very popular right now, that person, they're waiting for you. I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but I don't know, maybe it's the waves, they inspired me to have this chat. Just go out there, make mistakes and enjoy it. Fluency is a process and it really is the journey that matters. So with that being said, vamos, let's go. Your Spanish journey starts right now. Come on. Buena suerte, amigos, y como siempre, hasta la próxima. Ciao.